Oh, shoot.
We back in here, man. Y'all see us. See the Temu thing in the corner right there. Go to the description. Click that link. Get that $100 coupon bundle, whether you new to downloading the app or you already got the app. And make sure you leave a comment and we'll throw it up on this side right here. If you're watching right now, leave that comment, hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe too, because some of y'all be watching and y'all don't be subscribing.
And that's what we be appreciating y'all to watch, but we need the subscription. Keep bigging us up. I was noticing we had what almost
315.
yeah 315 something like that. Yeah, we getting there. We getting there.
You know what I'm saying? But how your week go?
Oh, this week was long, bro. I ain't gonna lie. This week was. That thing was
These boys juicy.
yeah, them boys is. Hey, bro, for them to be so small for sure. But no, this week was long, but good, bro. Long but good, bro. I ended up positive
Yeah, man, it was
on my trades. Was able to get everything I wanted to accomplish without pretty much having like a lot of pushback or issues. So yeah, what can I say?
yeah, man, it was another productive week. Starting to switch up the diet a little bit, man.
Me too.
It's Father's Day. Well, Father's Day will be the day before after y'all when y'all watching this. But where the fuck's my gallery at? But went to a breakfast with my youngest daughter this morning. You know what I'm saying? We had the matching bluey fits on.
How old is she now?
4.
Yeah, makes sense. Let me get up in there already, man. Take a shot too, man. It's a good week though, bro. Like I said, a lot of trades, a lot of news, a lot of news, a lot of events. So, like I said, man, we had some good spaces, had some good promo for the podcast page. If you haven't seen us on Twitter, make sure you checking that out. We had the clips dropping, so we starting to get traction with that again. So it was a good week. Like I said, I feel good about the week, productivity, et cetera, et cetera. So what can I say? Can't complain. Will help no way.
Yeah, man. That getting ready for their basketball season. It's about to be crazy. I gotta order their shoes this week. Each one of them done decided on it. Well, everybody except Cadence done decided on what type of shoes she wants. But even the baby was like, bro, like, I was like, you like these? She was like, Daddy, you know these is not good. I was like, bro, why you talking to me like that?
What was it? What was the shoes?
Just like some they was like regular Nikes.
She was some Asians.
No, she picked out some Giannis's.
Okay.
She was like, all right, I can rock with these.
Okay.
Cadence was the only one that went with some shoes with somebody from the WNBA, but she never got like 4 options, and she ain't.
Who she go with?
I think Sabrina Ionescu shoes, or Asia Wilson's.
How's you?
So, and then the other one, she wanted some Jason Tatum's. So, he really got like some of the best shoes out there for real for like hoopers. I ain't even gonna lie.
I just hate that nigga game. Well, I hate his game, bro.
Pacers up right now, 66-62. If they win today, man.
It's a wrap. I already told him the Pacers gonna do it. I told him because I said, man, as long as they're making it close, Halliburton gonna beat them. He like Brunson. They only even play good when it's on the line. When it's not on the line, they don't play good. Type time. But what's the word? I don't know if you heard. I don't know why you looking at me, but since you are, we Salt.
Yeah, the dude
Live.
said sprinkle a little salt in there, like a little pinch. So
Welcome to the Podcast, episode 144.
yeah,
Boom, just like that. 144, 12, 12. You know what it is. And that's how we doing it. We back. I am the Rick Code.
it's your boy Dubz 817.
It
Hoeing them up.
It is.
This is a tropical margarita.
Tropical margarita. Tropical margarita.
Look at that right there, boy.
Hey, my boy flexing on him. What we say? As they saying, Jamaica, man. Cheers.
Thought it was gonna be a little bit sweeter than this.
Yeah, it looks very it looks very island breeze, but this is actually a businessman drink.
I keep forgetting. I should have brought that agave again.
You should have bought that agave.
Because every time I be trying to follow somebody margarita recipes, it's either like tart and it's not.
Boy,
like
tart is the word. That's what we should call this. We should call this a sour tart. Cause that's what this is.
That's what it tastes like.
Without the sweet or the sour tart. It's just that sour part. It ain't nasty, but I gotta say, it don't look like the drink.
It don't look like it would taste.
Yeah, like at all. Like that's not what I expected. There's no robustness of it. You know what I mean? They don't got no Paul's mouthfeel as far as the drink. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's not thick like how it normally is. Pause once again. I wish that maybe we ain't do it right.
I want a little bit more sweetness in mine, man. I'm gonna have to.
It's just like give a little more blue carousel, bro. Maybe that's what it is, dog. It helps. Without that bitch tastes like lime juice.
Yeah, that's way better. My shit ours is way bluer than his was, but it tastes a hell of a lot better now.
Oh, that's way better. That's so much better.
I can rock with it now.
Now that's what a tropical island margarita, whatever the fuck you call it.
Yes, sir.
What's the word?
We got back-to-back RIP, man. I definitely want to make sure I get this one off, man. Ananda Lewis from BET
Man,
and MTV.
I really didn't know who she was like that, but I had missed a specific part of the television era. So, like, I was just like, I didn't. They was like she was, real famous with the MTV VJing and
Yeah.
I didn't have MTV and stuff.
I think she started out on BET, then she went to MTV. Then she had her own show. You know what I'm saying?
Very young woman.
Yeah, I think she was 52.
Yeah, man.
One
I
of
told
mine.
you, man, you gotta watch that 50. I told you that 50 to 60 been killing us.
One of my first crushes for real. You know what I'm saying? She did a lot for the game, you know what I'm saying? Especially when MTV was converting over and starting to play more hip hop and stuff like that. And they were starting to hire more black people like Sway and Tyrese and all them people that was on there. Definitely a legend in the game, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, we can cheers to that. Who the other one?
Oh, that was it.
You said it's two.
Oh, well, I said it was back to back because last week we had old dude from Sports Science.
Oh, yeah. Definitely back to back with that.
This don't smell too bad, man. Gallus. Never heard of it before, but I had to scoop it up. It smells good. It's like real vanilla.
I've heard of it. I haven't tried it.
That's all right. Not too bad at all. But off the RIP, man, you want to get into some BS first? Or you want to...
Man, let's start off with some BS, bro. We started off last time I was watching that joint. That joint was so sad coming in. Well, we don't even know. We shouldn't even clip that. It was depressing.
Hey, man, people had to
that joint. I was watching that.
Like.
I was like watching. I'm like, dang, because that joint really hit me on the pod. Like, dang. Because I don't know what I thought he died of, but that ain't what I thought he died of.
Oh, yeah, because when you said it, I was like...
Yeah, and I was like,
my face was
like, bro, when you watch the joint, it's like, damn, for real?
We was both like, man.
We can't do that again. Like, yeah, like that put it in there. Like,
but it was... Hey, it was a men's mental health month.
Bro,
like, people ain't gonna take it serious.
Yeah, that's not how. Like, I was like, damn. But no, what up, man? What we got?
So I was watching something earlier where like people was like using their job to like get over on shit, and it necessarily not their partner, but it made me think like, what are the top?
What do you mean trying to get over on people?
Like calling in sick, like niggas at the airport like coughing, but they like I can't come in, but like they boss could hear the call in gate blah 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 in the background. So like I was like, hey, niggas trying to get over. What professions do you think like cheat the most or the most sluttiest? I'll throw one out there. Them retwist and dread chicks.
Okay, you starting over. Okay. All right. Listen,
I know some of y'all.
Listen, bro. Matter of fact, this on me. And shout out my girl Pretty P. Pretty Pussy on Twitter. Like her pinned tweet is her riding a nigga while she doing the retwist.
Oh.
Swear to God. It's funny you said it. That's her pin. That's her pin. I swear, man. Her pin tweet is her. She on top of the nigga, like he's sitting like this in the chair. She on top of him, like facing him, riding the nigga while she retwisting his hair. Swear.
And I only say that because some of them be like real thick, and they be outside, and they be like, "Hey,
well, I mean,
up here." I know some of them.
Well, for sure,
and then they be like,
"Oh no,
I got content too."
No. The minute you said it, it instantly clicked because I'm sitting up here thinking like, you know, a lot of them chicks, like, I mean, for lack of a better phrase, they dealing with a bunch of guys that's need retweet. So it's they end up telling who the fuck. If she was saying, depending on how good she is, there's literally no telling who needs their hair retwisted. Like, I got a millionaire homie named Lucci. He just got a retwist, right? Like, but I mean, again, not saying like that, but I'm saying, like, listen, you know, he get there, he think your bitch cute. He get the pressing her. Nigga, she right there. All they gotta do is extend the appointment. They ain't even, you see what I'm saying? Like, it wouldn't even be nothing out the normal. You can fuck her right there. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, not like other professions. Like, she a nurse, you get a number, cool, y'all link. But unless you in the hospital, you gonna stay at the, like, no, nigga. Like, you book her at the shop, more than likely they use that like the individual shop unless it's one where they waiting, this, that, and the third. So every appointment is by appointment only. So literally you pull up where you at. Like, they just text somebody, tell them, hey, they're gonna need another 30 minutes.
Ain't nothing.
Give you a $20 discount, whatever the fuck, right? It's nothing. If they really want to, like, if the mood really strikes, like, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, that's a crazy one. I'm still trying to think of one of my songs because that's a good one. You got another one?
Yeah, the massage or the masseuse niggas and women. I think some of them be getting it off. Niggas be advertising they shit, and it's like, oh, that shit look a little sketchy, my boy.
Okay, how about we do this? Just to be fair to the ladies of the RNU, to the ladies of the Poor Podcast, to to all the fans and the people of the Poet Podcast. Let's do 3. Let's say 3 for each. Right? So we got one for the women. You say, boom. We're going to give, what you said the second one was?
The men and women masseuses.
Okay, so we got masseuses. All right, so I'm going to name one for the dudes. And I'm going to say one where I be thinking they be cheating a lot, or where I would think that they cheat a lot, is going to surprise you. But I think police.
I can see that.
No. Like I know, like some bad bitches.
You riding around on patrol,
right? No, I know some bad bitches right now that's talking to police. Like I'm not saying like I know, like I'm saying just off their tweets. She's talking to a police. She's talking to a police in Atlanta. Well, I mean, this is what they saying based on like so. But what I'm saying there is, again, not only do you have the advantage of actually being an authority figure, right, as a male police, right? So you in shape, boom, boom, boom. But bitches also have this kink where they like a nigga in uniform. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, then that's just on your regular. You just standing there. You just seen the videos.
Yeah.
Police just standing there watching the crowd. It's a woman video. Woo! I come arrest me. I was boom, boom, boom. Now you sitting there. Let's say you stop the chick. She turned before the light. She ain't stopped at the light all the way. You look down. It's some chick that look like fucking, let's say just for shits and giggles, Ari Fletcher or something like that. Or let's say fucking even Ranger Reese, whatever. You're saying some shit, right? And we done heard it, right? We done heard it how it go with the bitches. So
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I could write you this ticket. What?
So I'm saying even if a nigga got something going on, I'm saying it's one of the easiest professions to cheat because it like even if he got some, let's say he married, there's no guarantee who he gonna stop, and he's always expected to stop somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. So I'm not even saying that they cheat just because it's nefariousness. I'm saying, like, if all you do is go around inspecting the public.
I'm only stopping mom whips or girl cars, nigga.
Well, not even if that's what I'm saying. Even if you don't know, I'm saying let's say when you doing this day in, day out, 365, how many days you work, overtime, etc. So, like I'm saying, that's like you always are out here. Like you basically are out here on the prowl for air quote criminals. Most time, most police ain't, right? They out there for people that's violating tickets. They like registration out, insurance out. You know what I'm saying? Anything like that. Boom. All the nigga gotta do, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna write you a ticket. I'm gonna write you a warning. But you gotta go get this fixed in the next 30 days, or that could turn into something more. Yeah. Ooh, thank you. Like it just, you see what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not even saying it where it's just like he gotta be doing the most. It could just be a little bit, there's some pressure. Yeah. That like, cause like you know what
that for me?
Like. Yeah, you feel me? And then she just own him like, and it's like some bitches, bro, but motherfuckers don't understand, man. Listen, you be some bitches you like their attractiveness don't you don't like you ever walked up on the door and open the door and you want to look it and then you look and it's like a real attractive bitch there and it's like, whoa. Hey, how you doing? Like, did you get everything you need help? Like, wait, hold up. Like, you feel me? That shit, like, bro.
They could be walking around the store and turn down the aisle and be like, oh.
Make a nigga want to give a bitch a warning. You hear me? So I'm going to say that for the cops. So I'm going to give you one for the women. I'm going to say the traveling nurses, 100% of the time, they got to be on everybody's list. Nurses in general, but for sure
the traveling ones,
the ones that be traveling from city to city, because it make it where, and I'm I'm not even saying nothing negative about these people because it's not. It's. I understand the psychology of man, so I understand how it goes.
Yeah.
Right? These traveling nurse. This month end up in Monksville, Idaho. You feel me? Like you're a traveling nurse, you got to go where the money is. You got to go where they need the people. So you don't. So this ain't always you ending up in, you know what I'm saying, cities with a lot of amenities and all this, that, and the third. Sometimes you end up in them, you know what I'm saying? They got a Dollar General. They got enough stuff for you to survive.
The Dollar General smell like cigarettes.
Right. They got enough stuff for you to survive.
Country and they
here.
be smoking in there.
They got enough stuff for you to survive here, but this ain't really no spot to be like in between Dallas and Austin. You see what I'm saying? Any of them places, right? Any of them places you cross. What is it? You know, the Wacos. The Waco might be decent, might be able to, you know what I mean, live with it. But the other ones past, like
that's my hometown, nigga. It go down out there.
Right. That's why I say you might be able to get away with it. What I'm talking about is being able to entertain yourself and to give you see what I'm saying? Because again, you know, but a lot of people be depending on how many days they working. This thing, let's say they got some 14, 30-day contract. They in a hotel, so they just working 12 hours, come back to the room, watch some TV.
They probably going out at night because they don't want to sit in.
Right, bro. You see what I'm saying? And all it take is like one, I'm feeling myself too much nights, or one, I'm mad at him night, or one, I just lost track of myself nights, or one, I just met the right nigga nights.
Mm-hmm. You heard about the new shit that girls is doing?
What?
Where like if it's like a group of dudes, they'll like walk up to them and shake the one that they like the most hand.
They've been doing it.
Well, I guess it's like a more of a like, hey, nigga, I'm on you type shit. Like,
they've been doing it. I mean, I guess if it's a trend, because TikTok say so, but bitches always like,
yeah, they always
like niggas walked up to bitches and bitches walked up to niggas, but usually unless a nigga was just real hard body, unless a nigga had, what I'm saying is, unless a nigga had decided on the 2-man, I'm going with her, this, that, and the third, they usually just like go with somebody, speak to them, and then depending on what it is, like, you know what I mean? Like say, like, boom, you invite some bitches to your section. Niggas ain't really picking the bitch. You know what I mean? They kind of just like speaking, talking, then they kind of hit it out. Like you'll know when the bitch you got, when it's your bitch. Really? Hey, what you doing? Let's go out here. Cool. You feel me? It's gonna be like that. The other bitch. Where you from? Kansas? Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up.
hey, so
Right. You know. Because the right bit when you hear you ask where you from, Kansas. I'm from. Oh, me? I'm from Kansas, but I've been living in Dallas like 11 years. What about you?
Yeah.
Founder. It ain't that hard. But I'm gonna say that traveling nurse. So that's 1 for 1. There you go.
I think my last one would be coaches. Like little league, high school, middle school. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might let a kid get a couple extra plays or a little extra run on the court, on the field, just to get at one of the moms.
I mean,
I know the little league coaches. I know they be going crazy.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah. No. And see, I didn't understand it until I got a nephew that's playing like sports and this stuff now. Because I won't be, but like, yeah, I ain't understand because it's like it's not like you don't even gotta be that like good of a coach, big of a coach, like. Same thing, boom. Like it's just like whatever.
I just want my kids to get some PT, nigga.
Yep. Next on my list, I'm gonna say for the men, I'm gonna say barbers. Barbers for sure. Barbers, like wow, barbers. talking about the nigga get some pussy because he put the kid in. Boy, these niggas be free haircut they way into that box, boy.
You want your little nigga to get this free cut or what?
That nigga be coming home with sideburns and shit. That nigga be making like they be in there hooking that little nigga. Oh, that nigga shit be so crispy. I'm talking about his shit. Like he hit your shit. Quick line. No, that nigga lay that nigga back and nigga put the microscopic glass on. He hitting that motherfucker. He doing
with the razor.
Bro, he hitting right, bro. He doing that bitch shorthand too. He ain't even like just hitting you. You got a boy hit you with the razor, the quick. No, he doing that inch shit. Like he trying to microabrade you some shit or something. Like nigga clean dead skin off the nigga face and shit. Like he doing a bunch, nigga. Yo, them barbers be motherfucking out here, man. Man, you know I ain't bullshit. Them barbers be what?
Boy,
you know they be fucking. I don't
yeah, my homie was a barber.
Hey, bro.
Man.
I ain't had no homies with no barbers. I just always had eyes. And you always seen how them like bro.
And I grew up in a barbershop too.
Well,
so.
no, you could always for me you could always just tell how a nigga was moving. Like, you know, like it'll be like boom, like shit, lady would come in, you know, boom. Hey y'all, little boy go over there and sit in the chair. Me over here, you know, beside you. He just sitting there, he swinging the leg. Mama go walk up to the barber. Yeah. What up, man? See right there. You good? Okay, I'll be back in. Make it like 45. Hold on 1 second, cuz. He run outside real quick. Nigga go. You feel me? Like.
I'll be right back, bro.
Yeah. You feel me?
Nigga, I'm in the chair, dog.
Right, bro. Like, bro, it's a nigga sitting there. Nigga in full half fade. Nigga lined up. That he got one side of his shit, other side just that nigga just disappeared. Little boy just swinging around. Other niggas just sitting there looking. Man, we just seen this shit 100. I'm saying I ain't have to go. I done seen it. I got common sense. Like she already felt like she could skip the line.
Mm-hmm.
She walked in there, motherfucker, already knew the procedure, set the child down, walked straight to the barber.
Nigga sitting down like, man, I was next. I'm like, no, you wasn't, nigga.
No, you not, nigga. You lucky if you get a haircut with that attitude. Cause this little man is clearly next, nigga.
Yeah, I could say barbers. They definitely.
Yeah, barbers, you feel me? For the women, I'm gonna say. For women, I'm going to say. Highest profession of expectancy to cheat. Flight attendants.
That would have been my fourth one.
Yeah, no. Flight attendants. Ooh, you talk about some scandalous ass bitches. And then what make it so cold with a flight attendant is the way they flight shit set up. Like I know a flight attendant shit. Like she want a nigga right now. We doing the pod. Nigga, it's 9 something. Nigga, she get done with that pod at 10:30. Decides she want to go to Miami. She could be there by 7 a.m. comfortably. Comfortably though. Like not a rush, not a. She was. You still said scrambling. No, she walk in like boom, sit there. She already know where to go. Yada yada. Already, you feel me? Comfortable. Mm-hmm. She take her 20 minutes to get done. It take her 20 minutes to get from the house to her plane seat.
Easy.
So, what I'm saying there is, not only do she got the means and the ability to travel, et cetera, like at a moment's notice to do stuff like that, but you also got to remember their literal job is helping passengers on planes, this, that, and the third. Planes are literally set up.
A full flight, nigga? Ooh.
Planes are built. Broke niggas, okay niggas, we got money.
Oh, you just upgraded your seat? Okay.
So, what I'm saying there is, this bitch is 100% of the time meeting viable candidates, right? That's indicative by anybody that can get a flight. Because even I'm saying when I'm saying the broke niggas, I'm saying the broke niggas as in net worth, etc. But they still have flight affordability, right? So like every day, all she's doing is meeting all the well-to-do people, all the people that's above that below 50,000 poverty line. That's the people she meeting every day. Lawyers, doctors, physicists, rappers, basketball players, niggas in it. Like you said, like that's all she's meeting every day.
Yeah, especially if she on the right airline. Like it's a wrap.
Depending on what
You
you
on,
start
like,
talking about Emirates,
Delta, and
right,
all that
right,
shit,
right. That's what I'm saying. You work for Delta, JetBlue, like boom. Then you start going to the other ones. When you start talking about the international flight attendants, the United Emirates and
Air
United,
Canada,
right,
and shit
right,
like that.
right, United and all this shit, bro. They meeting world travelers. Niggas, you feel
on a
me?
flight 16 hours.
Right, bro. Right. Niggas that live in Australia that's doing business in Canada for a couple of weeks. That's why you out here. Like, you know what I'm saying? He comes to the States every once a year, though. Stay there for 3 months. Yada, yada. Them type niggas.
Knocking them down.
They live out of hotel. Especially when you talk about the flights where they have the layovers or the international flights that have Zulu. The international flights that have holdovers. Because on some of the flights they have certain flight attendants and shit have certain clearances and shit like that. So a lot of like, let's say if you fly over with like the senator or something like that, you might be the only person that can fly with them. So if they there for 7 days, then 7 days you just in hotel, like you see what I'm saying, like if they in Italy and you just waiting to get back on the plane, because that's what you do. You don't, you're not the butler, you just a flight attendant, but you're the flight attendant for this specific person. Especially when you talk about private planes.
Yeah, I seen the dude. I don't know if you're familiar with him. LA Try Guy. He do food reviews, but he had this private jet flight attendant do some food reviews with him. And nigga, when I tell you, like, she,
bro, I'm telling you, because you got, bro. That's what I'm saying. She getting it from both sides.
giving up
Like, bro, if you talking about boom, if she a personal private jet flight attendant for like one specific nigga, that's one thing. Let's say she's just a private jet flight attendant because they got people that just book private jets and they have staff that handle it. So she's meeting only the highest of end of clientele every day. One day is Future, the next day is Barker, the next day is, you see what I'm saying? Because it's just private jet niggas. It's just niggas that do private jet. So ain't no telling who the fuck she meeting. And like I said, if she doing something like that, even if it's like boom, private layover, they gotta fly like Drake and them be doing. They gotta fly from Canada to Marrakesh or some shit for some type of joint and fly back 2 days after that. So everybody got you got 2 days in Italy to just fuck around before the flight come back. Tell her who the fuck this bitch meeting.
and she be saying that she be making drinks and she be cooking for the
Bro.
Pilots and the people on board and shit.
Bro, it's
like,
bro.
She set the vibe for the flight.
Bro, bro. Flight attendants, even as the crux of how the job is structured, they go get these super attractive women, or try to, rather. Like usually these are gonna be the more attractive, right, women of society on average that I've seen. Like, I'm not saying like they are all gorgeous. I'm just saying that they're gonna be kind of fit. They're gonna be kind of, you know what I mean? Like they're gonna be kind of like slim. They're gonna be kind of like so. So these girls are already in there. They're supposed to be appeasing to guests. This, that, and the third. It all depends on how she feeling and who the guest is. Especially when niggas doing how they be, you know, $40,000 tip, that's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on a billionaire jet, that's man, them bitches be in the back. Cause you gotta remember this is a private, this plane pilot is in there. She caught pictures. Man, that bitch be back there. I'm talking about sucking big dick. I'm talking about both knees, hands wrapped around that motherfucker, really giving it to him. Get fucked. You done seen it. Even in the movies, you just like,
Yeah.
get fucked. It's nothing. Again, it's kind of come with the job. Especially when I'm talking about, when you started talking about getting into the private areas of,
Oh, yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Like, we start getting up in that. Yeah.
There might be 3 people flying on this
Right,
motherfucker.
right. You know what I'm saying? It's just the pilot, this, and the third, and the same bitch till he tried out. And when he tried out, that's just part of the game. Ain't like she get out the bitch, she just go to another plane and do it again. Or she don't, you know, but either way, she got that option.
Yeah. If you date anybody in any of these professions, man,
I got one more.
keep your eyes open.
My last one for both would be male, and of course these are all non-celebrity driven, so that's why I'm using these jobs. I'm going to say guys in tech. And I'm not saying it for the reason that like they like. Well, I'm saying it because a lot of the guys in tech, a lot of guys, especially not, and of course this is a very broad statement, so this is not reflecting all of the niggas in tech. I'm saying specific areas of the tech sphere that pay well, afford niggas a certain lifestyle, where you see them, they be buying the sections and won't like very frequently. So what I'm saying is they lit. It's because of the type of lifestyle that's been becoming associated with being in those like the tech Silicon Valley-esque lifestyle, because that's what they kind of is supplementing everywhere, right? They got one in Houston, one in Dallas, one in all these, like, right? So
Austin coming
yeah,
up.
right.
Like,
You see what I'm saying? So it's like that, but that's just the last one. Like I said, not always. That's why it's the third. And for the women, I'm gonna say for some reason, and this I can't understand it, but it's like this: bitches that work at call centers.
oh yeah. You getting
Boy, listen. You talk about some fucking, I don't even know what it is. Cause like in other jobs, never happens. But when you go get in that call center environment, bitches be wanting to fuck. I don't know what it is. I'm talking pound for the pound in the parking lot on lunch break. They don't give a fuck.
yeah.
They will let you get it. Don't understand it. Don't ask me to explain it. Can't. Because I don't, like I said, it's some shit just is what it is. And niggas know what I'm talking about.
They probably needed to clear out some of that frustration on some of them calls that they've been getting. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's all thing.
I'm tired of this shit. Like, I need a
Bro,
release.
niggas know.
and I
Niggas
can't
know
get
what
high
I'm talking
right
about.
now.
Niggas know what I'm talking about. Like, bro, when I say them bitches be out, boy, listen. I'm talking about easily. And I ain't, like I said, I'm not even saying it like I'm just saying maybe it's a close proximity or something like that. That's probably it because of the way desks is set up in call centers.
And most of the times, there don't be a lot of dudes in there.
Well, no,
So-
I just thought about it. It is kind of more like,
So
yeah,
if you like a dude in there,
Yeah,
you kind of
yeah.
got the advantage to where like you
it is a lot of
outnumbered for
women,
real.
bro. It is a lot of women. So yeah, so if you're a dude, bro, but Don't matter. I'm not. You ain't gotta go. Like, it ain't like you gotta fuck every. Like, bro, it's just a lot of bitches. And, like, you get the opportunity to talk to a lot of bitches.
They be out there.
Listen, and they be ready. I'm talking about leave happy hour, go straight to the crib. Oh, my house right around here. Meet them on lunch break. I'm talking about, bro, you could.
Oh yeah, and they do be hanging out after work too. Like shit.
Oh, bro, they be with it,
It be
bro.
a bar right around the corner.
Bro, they be everywhere.
It could be a group of y'all going. Y'all niggas be the last.
Especially on payday.
Y'all be the last two. It's a wrap.
Bro, type shit. What you about to get into?
Or ask everybody if they want to go somewhere else just so they can say no so y'all can leave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And what else we got, man? Cause that's my 3 for sure. Watch your bitch, man. Watch your nigga. But for sure, if they ain't them professions, like I said, and I don't mean that, like I said, to down the profession. I'm just saying this is a question. What I seen, what I seen is a lot of motherfucking sex happen between a lot of motherfuckers in call centers. And all I'm saying is, as far as the relationship statuses, stuff like that, because like at the call center, it's like having a work husband is like customary. Even that right there, already, you feel me, it's over with. You got a work husband. It's a dub. Like, all that work wife shit, all that, nah, that's a dub.
That nigga going to lunch first, bringing your shit back. Huh?
Right. It'd be like that in the call zone.
So a couple of weeks ago, we reported on AB. But he got jumped, and then he ran out shooting at the Aiden Ross.
Yeah, and I thought they had reported that he got arrested, but apparently he didn't.
I thought he did get arrested, and then he bailed out.
No, it can't be if they got a warrant for his arrest.
Oh. I thought he got arrested that night, for real.
Bro, that's what I thought too. But apparently, for what they saying, he told some story, or the story that he told afforded them
to let him go.
Right. For that time, and I guess they did a further investigation. You know, the one where they, boom, let you go, and then it's like, we'll be in contact if there's further questions, yada, yada, yada. So I think this is that play. And now they're coming in for what I already knew they were going to charge him with, which is for sure attempted murder.
Yeah, because I was like, bro, like, how's this nigga walking around? Like, we potted that night.
I swear to God, I tweeted that nigga. I was like, bro, you beat that murder? Not even on no hate shit. I was just like, man, am I tweaking? I started looking this shit up and everything, man, because it was like, what?
Because I woke up the next day and he had tweeted later on in the day, and
it was like nothing had happened. Nobody talked about it. It was like, bro, was this all a prank or something?
And then I even commented on that podcast. I was like, man, he free, so I guess they letting him walk. They letting him go, and now they back on that nigga ass.
So now they back on him.
It is Florida, shit.
Yeah, but I don't know how it's gonna go. Honestly, just watching the videos, because Florida's a stand your ground state with a lot of nuance in how, like, they was just on the news today and yesterday talking about how they giving the citizens. They saying if they doing these protests.
Oh, I seen that shit. We will kill you.
Yeah, we can talk about that in a second. But like they like I'm saying, the governor of the police, they getting on there telling them niggas. So that's why I said it's tricky, because that man was getting jumped for sure, and they was really getting on him. It wasn't like he was. Let's be clear. I'm gonna be telling the truth. Like,
they was giving that nigga
that business. One nigga was hitting him with something we could never identify. But boy, he was hitting that nigga in the head with it. Whatever it was. I know that nigga had some knots in the back of his shit. Cause whatever that boy had, he would not miss. I'm talking about he would bunk, right on top of that nigga top. So what I'm saying is the scene wasn't so clear that it can't be argued that he felt he was in duress when he let off those shots.
Yeah.
Because if you watch the video, the one with the white girl especially, you'll see there's not a lot of time in between when they were bunking his ass on the head and he shot that gun. Even though they got the video and it shows him creeping up this one way.
And somebody was like, hey, that's AB.
Right. It's a one-way alleyway. But again, multiple groups are fighting from what the videos show in terms of people that were with him and the people that are, again, whooping these niggas' ass. I mean, really giving them the business, featuring Kesha, whatever that bitch name was. Shout out to Young Bird. Like, giving them the fucking business. You hear me? Man, that one nigga was bonk, bonk, bonk. They had him on that wall. The other nigga was yaka, yaka. All them niggas was hitting him. Wasn't none of them niggas missing, though. So, even how he got free was like it was some nigga, security, something trying to grab him out. They was beating him. He fell on the ground. So he got back up, nigga. Like, niggas is just literally jumping on me. So he came back around the car. He looking like, where these niggas at? Boom, boom. So even though he's going this way, he's fighting people and they're forcing them this way. So he can only go out that way anyway.
When I'm coming, bro, they home.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So it can be argued that if the people that were attacking him weren't where they were, then he wouldn't have shot. Because he didn't shoot any other time. It just seemed like he was trying to clear the premises of the people that was whooping his ass. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Florida's a stand your ground state. So he is getting jumped actively by niggas that are still within the perimeter of him. Just because they're not right here doesn't mean anything as far as you clearing the scene. Meaning, if somebody came in your house and tried to rob you and you jumped out and tried to like boom, boom, try to shoot them or something, and they jumped out the window, you're not going to just assume they're gone. You're going to go out the door with your gun. You're going to walk out to you see what I'm saying? You want to see where this nigga went. You want to know these niggas is like, okay, at least I don't got to worry about these niggas. You see what I'm saying? Like, oh, did he just jump out and go around? Like, you feel me? Like, no, you don't. Or is these niggas still around me? Because again, they are whooping his ass.
And if they come back with something, they going to be on him again. Pause.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. This is like it ain't like they had to resolve. It ain't like police was like it wasn't like the situation was resolved when that gun came out. He literally was getting jumped. Some security nigga pulled him out or something like that. He fell. AB got up, kicked that nigga in the stomach. So clearly he don't know who that nigga is because he kicked that nigga. So he grab a gun, come around the vehicle. He don't see nobody. Boom. He walking. He come with the gun. He go up. You see the people that are possibly still fighting because we don't know. We didn't see that video. All we know is the people that were jumping him were here and they were escorted up here. So literally they are in front of him. Now, if you get in the jump, you see what I'm saying? And now you got to wait it out like, oh, okay, boom. Now, some people would have like, when they say fight or flight, different people react different ways. Some people you attack, they taking off running if you jump them and they get away. Some people you jump them, they not running.
Nope. You going to have to deal with whatever come with the consequences of you jumping me for real. Because
They not running.
I'm not supposed to leave with this L. One of y'all going to have to.
They're not running, bro. And that's the thing. Some people are not running.
That's a crazy situation. I definitely want to see what happened after this. Because as far as I know, he ain't turned himself in yet. So I don't know if he like, y'all got to come get me type shit. Or
I mean, it's almost impossible that he can be like that. He's AB.
Because he going to be somewhere.
Bro, I mean,
he going to wake up tomorrow and forget he got a warrant.
yeah. Well, even past that is just, one, he's extremely noticeable by the way that he carries himself.
Mm-hmm.
Two, as a celebrity, he would have to be going on the lam as a non-celebrity, which means no McLarens, which means no. So I'm saying, like, you can't be driving around no fucking McLaren.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like, or something. So he got a drive around the Honda Civic.
Nigga got a 2017 Honda Accord.
Yeah, you gotta have something like that in a Dickie suit with a name tag on it if you trying to do something like that. If you him.
That nigga name tag will say not AB like a
Dumbass nigga type shit. Really would type shit. But yeah, cause nobody like just claim you just like you see what I'm saying, cut your hair in a fade. Nigga, you look just like AB. Man, you think all dog people look like. If I was AB, why would I be in Indiana? Right? Type shit. But told you.
He might get something light though. I don't think he'll get nothing like too crazy. But
No, you're not gonna get nothing too crazy. Cause like I said, the way they go, because everybody, what I feel like everybody's doing right now with the situation is they're presuming based off of his behavior that that this is an escalation. And one, you can't expect CTE till a nigga dies, first off. And two, as far as that goes, he was being attacked. So this isn't a scenario where you can apply the logic of, oh, he was just being problematic or something like that. Regardless of how you feel, he was being multi-man attacked on multiple fronts. So at the point where I'm being jumped by multiple people that are, one, using weapons, once again, and two, again, a multitude of people that are seemingly doing me harm in a way that they want me to be either crippled or something like that. Yeah, I get you the fuck out of there. And he did it in Florida.
yeah, and I don't know about
If George Zimmerman can track Trayvon Martin and get a stand your ground, I'm sure it's a way for rich ass Antonio Brown to get a stand your ground where he got 90 videos of him getting his ass whooped profusely before shooting a gun.
Yeah, especially after what they said yesterday or earlier today, whenever that was about the protesters, like if y'all out here, y'all doing
Right,
this.
like, right.
What that nigga say?
If y'all out here,
I know he said
you're gonna be casket dead.
Yeah.
He says you're gonna be casket dead. He said you pull a gun or you harm or you look like you finna harm one of these officers, you're gonna be casket dead. He said we gonna get y'all. He said they gonna be throwing you a fish fry.
That nigga was going hard.
It is.
I heard the audio earlier, and I was
Bro,
like,
you gotta put that shit on a. You down there can put that shit on a mixtape. That nigga said,
yeah, a beef track, nigga. Like,
right.
The nigga
Say you going. That nigga says, man, if you look like you gonna harm one of us, y'all gonna have a fish fry. You gonna be casket dead.
That was crazy.
No. What he said was exactly though. He said, if you look like you gonna harm one of us, we will be knowing we will be notifying your family. He said we will be notifying your family of where to identify your remains. You gonna be casket dead.
I was like, this nigga not playing. You seen what they was do? I seen a video from the protesters in Dallas, and it was a Mexican dude out there cutting another Mexican dude hair, and they was like, they had like the barrier set up, and they just sitting on the sidewalk. The other protesters is behind them, but this nigga got the clippers out, got the apron on the dude. They started coming up, shooting the rubber bullets at niggas. And he like, damn, bro, like we on the sidewalk. I'm just out here cutting hair. So then they all get up, and then they start running to another area. And then they like, all right, we should be good because we just chilling on the sidewalk over here. So he set up shop again, and he started fading bro up. And then the cops push in again. And you hear niggas like, God. They just shooting rubber bullets at niggas, bro.
And that's the problem, bro. That's why I say, nigga, that's what the only thing I've been telling niggas about. We don't need to get involved in this, whatever this is, protest, riot, revolution, whatever you want to call it. We are in a situation where we just need to be looking at and critiquing how in law enforcement and things are being implemented. That's what's key for black people. That's the thing we should be focused on. All this, we gotta help. We don't gotta be nobody ally. Being real, this is the honest truth I can give you. We not in no position to be nobody ally. We're not financially stable enough to start trying to assist and making anything more equal or anything. We don't own shit. We don't run shit. We ain't got no hospitals. None of the grocery stores. We don't do none of the shit that actually matters yet for us to even be considering ourselves to be a populace that can help somebody in those ways. But we do have a voice at this point, and we do have the ability to sway the public opinion based on that voice in 2025. We have seen a lot more, you can say whatever you want as far as racism and stuff like that, but people are a lot more accessible mentally in this day and age than they have been ever before. Meaning, you see the situations like George Floyd, or you see situations where even just not even making it that serious, just the day to day people like Cassinet and fucking I Show Speed and shit like that. Like, they got fucking probably 20 million white subscribers. You see what I'm saying? And they do primarily black entertainment. You see what I'm saying? So the people that are following them are getting messages from black. You see what I'm saying? Or whatever they think. And I'm not saying I'm just saying that people's knowledge base on other cultures is way higher today than it ever was before. Yeah. A lot of the time, we did this, we did that, boom, boom, boom. But like again, everybody can follow everybody. All this, you see what I'm saying? Boom, like it's a lot of people finding out or learning different things to the point where it is a lot easier to get your point across in a lot of different scenarios than it ever was.
Yeah, nigga, we went to go see Sinners and we was the only black people in there.
Right.
And I mean, it wasn't like we saw it like at the end of it, shit, right, but it was still, right. Nigga, we the only niggas in here.
Right, that's what I'm saying. We are in a different little time from. It's not that we gotta be like. It's not that no more. We're not at that point. We're not in the. We are like no. We got different cultures. Yeah, people live different ways.
When I went to go see Black Panther, nothing but white people.
Right, bro. That's what I'm saying. And they watched it multiple times. But I'm saying it's a lot of that. So that what we need to be focused on is making sure that the police aren't doing anything that they shouldn't be doing, and or presenting anything that shouldn't be presented in the way that they're handling these things. Because a lot of these situations, what I'm seeing, they're doing a lot of things that are not the due process way. They're basically replicating the same actions as the people in New York with stop and frisk, where they're just basically, because I'm asking people, I'm so cool on them getting rid of illegal immigrants. Get rid of all of them, but make sure you get rid of all of them. Not like stop all this shit when we say immigration. Mexicans are not the only immigrants. I want the Irish immigrants that's not supposed to be here, the Chinese immigrants that's not supposed to be. I want them all gone. Let's get them all gone. Don't just get some of them gone. Get them all gone, right?
Yeah.
And
if you gonna stand on something, nigga, drop your nuts and,
and
and
this
stand
is
on that shit.
this is supposed to have a process. That's the only thing. So my question always is when ICE is doing these roundups, how are they selecting these people?
I don't know, because from what I done seen, like, it's been a nigga that done got deported and he wasn't supposed to.
Bro,
like a
and he was-
motherfucker.
bro, that's what I'm saying. How are they selecting these people becomes my
I
question.
done seen them pick up the wife, leave the husband and the kid.
Oh, let me try that.
Oh, we shooting it up.
Yeah, I was gonna take me a shot.
I might owe one from an episode,
but
so I'll take one.
How are they supporting this? I mean, how are they?
The bottom part didn't detach from the other shit. That little ring part.
Yeah, how are we going about selecting these people? Now, does that mean that it will be less illegal immigrants rounded up? Possibly. But at the sake of us being able to comfortably say that this is being handled the right way, I can accept that because, again, over time, these people are either going to have to become legalized or they're going to eventually get caught because y'all are doing the process the right way. That's my whole thing. We're not supposed to be letting these people show up to schools and just blockading people in. And, again, they trying to take away birthright citizenships from people that was born here. Now they can't be citizens because when they're trying to legitimize now. Granted, I can understand why some people say it. I just don't agree with it. But there's nothing to be added, only subtracted from these scenarios. Like I said, we're handling the business. We know what it is. We know that it's time to go. We know what we must do.
I still don't know how to feel about that.
We know what we must do. And sometimes that's what you got to do, we can't be on this weird shit we on where we trying to, that's good for you, haha, now you getting to see. No, because we can still uphold our ideal that we need to get rid of these illegal Mexicans, et cetera, or these illegal immigrants, or these illegal Chinese people, or these illegal whatever you want to say. And also uphold that what we don't support is the law being used in ways it shouldn't be used. Policies being used in ways they shouldn't be used.
Yeah.
Orders being used in ways they shouldn't be used.
LA got that shit bad right now. With the National Guard and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, they blocked that. They blocked Trump from sending those troops, actually. So he wasn't able to.
Them niggas was going hard earlier this week. But I mean, that's like the home of the.
But see, unlike
protest and the riot.
Unlike Trump federal mandate, the governor of Texas, he the one that made the order, so they can't block that.
Yeah, I seen that the other day where he was like, "Shit, that nigga don't give a fuck."
Yeah, bro, he ran right out. Boy, you try that shit which again shouldn't be optional in some of these scenarios. There should be some sort of there has to be some sort of ordinance around these motherfuckers being able to just go call on National Guards just preemptively, just boom. So, because at that point you're saying, hey, we're putting forces out here to deter you from even wanting to come outside, and that's not liberty.
I don't think them niggas gonna give a fuck anyway, cause like niggas in LA, them niggas been rioting since the.
You see what I'm saying though? That's not a. I'm saying it from a complete.
That shit might work somewhere else,
right? You see
but out there, that shit.
Yeah, like patriotism standpoint, that's not liberty. Like it's not liberty to. Be living in a state where the governor is proactively sending out thousands of troops for situations that haven't occurred. I haven't heard anything about Dallas.
Man, it was like it didn't go crazy.
Right,
it was like
right. That's my
protest.
point.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't even call it a mini, but it was a protest. But it wasn't
there was no destruction of property, et cetera, et cetera. Right. So there was no need. Like you're deploying them because you seen some people somewhere else do some shit. And so you telling your people, hey, don't try to be like them niggas. We gonna kill y'all.
I ain't saying Texas niggas not like that, but like when it comes to that LA shit, like nigga, every time I go out there, it's a protest. Like nigga, you can walk around Hollywood and they protesting something. Like it don't matter what it is. Every time I've been out there, it's a protest about something in some part of the city that you could ride by or you could walk through and just like, oh shit, like I didn't even know I was getting into this shit. Like, niggas talk about free Palestine and shit. I'm like, nigga, how the fuck did I get in here? I just went to the dispensary, bro.
Walked out into a mall.
Nat, free Palestine.
Nat, grab my hand.
Niggas walking with the speakers and shit, nigga. And most of the time they be chill, but I mean, shit, them niggas is known for setting some shit on fire and tearing some shit up too.
True. That's the thing, though.
But them niggas know how to handle that, though, because there's some shit that we don't need you to send more people out here to tell us how to do our shit. Y'all niggas ain't sending nobody out here when the wildfires is going down and we need help for real. Like, niggas got to volunteer to come out here. But now y'all want to send some people out here to do some shit. No, nigga, save that same energy when everybody crib is on fire.
Right.
And all these businesses and shit is on fire because these wildfires going crazy. Like last year, y'all could have easily just been like, hey, we finna send all this shit out here. We gonna shut this shit down. But nah, we gonna let it burn. A nigga set a couple Waymos on fire and start throwing bricks and police cars. And now you want to send some people out here. Like, no, nigga, niggas just died last year and niggas is homeless probably still. What? Because a lot of the insurance wasn't covering some of that shit. But y'all niggas didn't give a fuck about that. But let some niggas start throwing shit in. Hey, we got to send trained army niggas out here.
Trained SEALs, you know what I'm saying? These niggas is coming out thrashing shit. Like thrashing shit. And that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no liberty in that. Now, like I said, the people that's doing... They tearing up shit, this, that, and the third. I get the need for public safety, et cetera, et cetera. But when you talking about, like I said, what they doing here, it's like, oh, they just deploying niggas. You see what I'm saying? So this shit just like Afghanistan to them. Like, you see what I'm saying? Only now we the insurgents. That ain't America. Especially not when as it comes to people being heard. It's supposed to be, first off, they already got the infrastructure set up to where it's like you got to protest this, that, third on known issues that motherfuckers don't got to address until enough motherfuckers is mad.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, whatever.
And like deploying niggas into another nigga turf is kind of like disrespectful. It's kind of like when they used to like you would have to let like the soldiers stay at your crib if they needed a spot to stay. And then
another nigga turf, man. This is what I did want to say about that shit. All these niggas is protesting, and all of these immigrants is protesting, And all I keep seeing is videos of Hispanic Mexicans with the flag wrapped around them, and all I keep seeing is Chinese or Haitian or this that, and the third, and the flag wrapped around them. And I'm trying to understand. And I told the motherfucker, they tried to tell me I'm crazy because I'm like, I don't understand the message here. Y'all are protesting being deported back to a country, wrapping yourself in that country's flag on a different country with a different country's flag soil, and then you're expecting people to receive that well.
Mm-hmm.
When in all reality, what is the purpose of flags?
They never heard that Juvenile song. It's sending me turf to the moon, so I'ma play it how it goes.
What is the purpose of flags? What is the purpose of, you see what I'm saying? What's the purpose of when you represent your nation in another country? What was the purpose of that? Right? This is all rooted in war. This is all rooted in conquering. When you as a country, when you're using your flag, you're waving your flag, that's a symbolism of your, like, right. That's why they got that one
like
flag,
you being proud.
right?
Of
They
it,
got that. Remember, they got that one statue with all the soldiers on it, and they sticking the flag in the mud, right? Because that's the battle of where, yeah, we conquered your shit. This proves it. This flag proves it. This flag proves the fact that I can plant this here and ain't nobody gonna move it. Proves this is our shit. That's the purpose of the flag. The flag was before the imaginary lines that got drawn on the map, before the diplomacy that led to the existence of accepted nation borders. You see what I'm saying? Before all of those treaties and things came to be, it used to be.
Yeah, because you lost this shit, nigga. We beat y'all ass with it.
Right. They used to fly the Chinese feudal lord flag, right? And everywhere that was his territory, you had to fly that flag because you was proving this is my shit. The fact that you can't take this down, tell you this my shit. And if you try to take this down, I'm going to show you why people don't take this down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the flag means.
It's the last flag standing. Like, shit, nigga, it's been 6 flags over Texas, but it's...
That's what the flag means. So, what you're effectively doing when you're doing these protests is saying, I'm wanting to represent my country in your country, and you should be okay with that. Now, people said, "No, let me play devil's advocate." So people said that's their white man rhetoric. Patriotism is rooted in racism. No, I'm talking about marketing strategy as far as optics and also messages. Right?
Yeah, it ain't like they did it with the Crips and the Bloods did it.
Well,
when they tied
no
both flags together. It was like holding them up. Like,
well, not just that, because see what they do is they transpose these two conversations, because that's a conversation about should people be able to be represent other nationalities within America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the question becomes, yes, and they are, right? That's why everybody celebrates Cinco de Mayo and all of these different days that are customary to different countries that are also recognized and
Yom
accepted,
Kippur or whatever.
Right? Accepted practices within the U.S. of A. So the integration of those type of things has already occurred. However, in a conversation about deportation and what nation you want to be a representative of, you telling people that you want to be an American with a Mexican flag wrapped around you, or a Chinese flag wrapped around you, or a Jamaican flag wrapped around you, just seems counterproductive. It's like me going into a job interview and telling them I want the job while also telling them to go fuck themselves.
I see what you're saying. Because that is on the counterproductive side. Like, if
My fault. You see what I'm saying?
I want to stand here and I'm gonna stand on top of a car and I'm gonna have the flag on me. Like,
Yeah, bro, at least let it be
I'm gonna
the
make it mean something.
bro. At least let it be the American flag, so they know. You see what I'm saying? Because with the American flag, that's gonna cause more eyes for protest evidence. Again, the message is still the same. However, who you're representing does matter.
Get the American flag with your country's colors or something, nigga. Blend it
No,
together or
no.
something like.
Just get the American. No, don't do any of that because again, here's the reality. When we're doing a lot of these things, we're talking about immigration. Immigration is people coming from one country to this country to live in this country, right? Because people visiting this country, they don't need immigration. They just have a passport and they can be here for however long they're approved for on their visa, et cetera, et cetera. But people that want to live here, that's where immigration comes in. So you're saying you want to live here, you want to participate in these customs, you want to be a part of this nation, right? No one is saying you have to denounce your nationality, but in a conversation about being in this nation, I would think you want to send a message that, hey, I'm a Hispanic. Yes, I represent Mexico, but I also am an American. I fought for my rights to be here. I have rights to be here, and I want to be looked at as an American like you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why I want the American flag around me. Because I want you to know I'm here to be an American. Because that's what you're saying. You're saying, don't send me back to Mexico. I should have the option, but you should not send me back to Mexico. Well, the fact is, you being able to get into a country is completely up to that country.
Yeah.
If you're not from that country. You see what I'm saying? You can't just go to South Korea and do whatever the fuck you want. Cause you see what I'm saying? You can't just fly in there and go to every country. Just cause you want to. Just cause you're a part of the world. That's not how it works. Some countries aren't travel friendly.
Mm-hmm. Or they on like a block list where you can't even get there.
Right. So you can't just go to every
You can't get there by plane. You can't get there by boat. Like we not going there.
Right.
And you
so
not
every
either.
country isn't a country that you can just come to, is my point. So that in itself is something. You see what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're like, oh, we don't have issues, the crackers and this, that, and the third, white. I'm not, no. We're talking about immigration. And that's what people be messing up. They try to lump everything in when we're talking about specific things to have the context of right now on them. That doesn't negate anything from the past or anything like that. But the context of right now is this a conversation about immigration and whether or not the people that got here illegally but are seeking asylum should be given the opportunity to become Americans, and the people that have been here that already were Americans are able to stay Americans and etc. So the message would be clear in that scenario if that's what you want. But what do you think? What's next?
I think the mass deportation shit is like flawed, period. Like, and I think it's a bad move, especially with all the shit that we already got going on with the economy. Like, if you move in a certain way and you let niggas know that you coming for them and you really showing them that you coming for them, like, niggas start hiding, businesses start struggling and shit, because now the niggas that was doing the job for this amount not there no more.
But niggas not gonna do it, bro. I got a neighbor that he works 7 days a week, bro, doing remodeling, et cetera, et cetera. sun, concrete, this and the third. You told me, out of 10 people that might come out there to work one day, 7 of them gonna be Mexican, 2 of them might be white, 1 of them or 2 of them might be black, 1 of them be white, but it might reverse. But he said by the end of the day, ain't none of them gonna be there. They good, and that's reality. Because the reality is, these people wouldn't be able to get jobs if they were already filled.
Yep.
So that's not even a conversation to have because this is just common sense. Chicken before the egg, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? The people that are working these jobs that you say you can't get wouldn't be there if those jobs wouldn't be there if you had been working that job.
Yeah. I think it was Florida. They was trying to pass some shit for like immigrants, and when the shit was getting voted for or like rolled out, like niggas just stopped showing up to construction sites, and they seen like what was gonna happen, and they was like, "Hey, hold up, like we gonna roll this shit back a little bit because we see the effect that it's gonna have." And
yeah, we
was just playing,
and it's gonna be so from the legal immigrant side. I mean it's gonna be an impact, but I think there's also a corrective impact because I think there are some people that want to work this, that, and the third. But because remember, a lot of these legal immigrants, the reason why they're getting into jobs is not only because they will do the job, it's because they will do their job for almost nothing, right? Compared to the next person next to them, right? One of my next neighbors, he told me when he first started working in construction shit, he was getting paid $125 a day, working 9 hours a day. $125 a day, 9 hours.
$125
per day for 9 hours of work. He said he's working 6-7 days a week. You see what I'm saying?
That's kind of close to 13.
Right, but I'm saying
Almost
for what
14.
for what they was doing,
Yeah,
they
probably
should be
was.
getting $35, $40 an hour. You see what I'm saying? So when it come time, yeah, I can see that too. So that's why I'm saying
Yeah, especially if it's
the
a
job still
remodel project where it's like, hey, nigga, we just bought this fixer up, or we need some niggas to come in and do some shit. Here go 200,000, and you,
bro,
paying
niggas, all of that shit.
You breaking it down, nigga. Here go $125.
Bro, you need
we
right,
in
bro.
here for like 3-4 days, nigga.
Right. Then you got,
and that's just off 200,000,
right.
bro.
Exactly. Now you get right. So you got boom. Let's say you got 4 of them niggas, and you paying them $125 a day. Remember, they get 9 hours of work, but it's $125 a day. So that's $250 for every 2 niggas. So that's $500 a day for 4 workers, compared to whatever you remodeling. You see what I'm saying? So, like you just said,
we supposed to come in. Hey, we supposed to put the crown mold.
you giving them right? You got 500. And they give.
We need a nigga to replace the cabinets. We need a nigga to do.
And they doing it because they getting experience in this and that. But that's what I'm saying. It's on both sides.
The countertops.
So, let's just say you just own the business. You just nigga boom. You ain't getting none of that, but you just paying. You just charge them a flat fee for doing it per day. So your flat fee is, depending on let's say $5,000. You paying them $500. You keep pocketing $4,500 minus the other expenses.
Yeah, on a 1-day job, it's like
easy, $4,500.
And it's on to the next one. I might bring 2 of y'all niggas
right,
along.
Now you flipped it. You say, boom, okay, you go get the guys. You pay them what they supposed to be worth. They getting $40 an hour times 9. Right. Right. See the difference? So now we're doing $360 a day times 4. Off the top. Right? Let's say 40. I already took that's half of my shit. I give them 10%.
Hey nigga, you do the carpet, you do the countertops.
And they happy to do it. They get it
cabinets,
because again, a lot of them they living within their means. So that $125 a day is nothing. but people don't understand the value of compound consistency.
Yeah.
So
And
when you doing it,
the way that they do it sometimes is like it be like families together, you know.
that's
what
what
I'm
no,
saying?
that's what I'm saying. So they have limited expenses, but I'm saying they got compound, so that 125 a day is 125 a day, like you're saying compound. But they don't got no expenses for it, so it's 125, 250, 350, I mean, 500. Boom, it's sell what they need. What they need to make 1,000. What 8 days? So 8 days on the job. It's only a week worth of work for them in their eyes. They done already made $1,000. 2 weeks worth of work they made too. You see what I'm saying? You can just keep going. So
And it's
50,
straight.
right. So 52 weeks worth of work is $52,000. Limited expenses is that third. They in pocketed, boom. They up 30,000 now. Now when they working it, they ain't even the same job. They only gonna get the nice crib. They gonna go get a decent crib with a decent rent. They'll make the most of it.
And there might be multiple families in that bitch.
Right.
So you really winning.
Yeah, now you say you making $250 a day. So now you boom, you looking at making damn near 80,000 plus. Right. Depending on how your life live. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I seen that shit. They was talking about like the Asian community. They all stay together and they all stack up, and then they'll take turns like giving somebody something. So like you might have like a corner store, like a gas station or something, or you might have like
What?
a little market, and we all,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, investing in everybody, and then that's when they start branching out on their own.
Oh no,
after
for sure,
they already
for sure.
started building
And they'll
up.
do that shit in a second, nigga. So that's what I'm saying. That shit be like that. You got that's what I'm saying. So
You don't have to move out until we put you on. And once we put you on and you establish, then you can
then
go
you
do
move
your
out
own
and then
thing.
you do
And now it's your
and
turn to do it for everybody
put somebody
else.
else on. And then they just pay it for it. But niggas ain't doing that. That's what I'm saying. Niggas ain't doing that.
All right, so speaking of U.S. versus everybody, we was talking about All-Star Weekend last pod, and it came out that the next All-Star game is going to be kind of similar to, I guess, how they do the rookies versus the well, they switched. I think they switched up the rookies to where it was like the American rookies and second year players versus like the foreign ones.
Mm-hmm.
So next All Star game, the main game is gonna be like the USA team versus the world. And when I was putting the world team together, I was like, I don't know, man, because
So who on the world? You got the list?
no, because it ain't. They haven't played that season yet. So, but I'm just thinking like Giannis, Jokic, fucking
That's not good. That's
Jamal
not good.
Murray, fucking
That's not good already. NBA.
yeah. And the U.S. they gonna throw out LeBron, Curry, KD, and it's like,
Bro,
bro, these
old
niggas
ass
is
ain't
too
can't-
old for this.
So these niggas can't do nothing. These old ass niggas can't do nothing with these niggas. Nothing. See,
And I don't know if I would have put the deposit down right now because I know the world gonna show out, bro. Like, and that
no,
ain't
you
even.
got just the reality of it. You got
SGA gonna be on the world team because he's from
you
Canada.
got the reality is you got the reason why a lot of the things went the way they went before was it had to go that way. Niggas was not accepting nothing else. We're now in an era where a lot of the people that are in these professional arenas, for the most part, are just recycles of the previous generation. So we've lost a lot of that fight and stuff that we've had. Like a lot of those, the KDs, the LeBrons, the I came from one parent households with $2 and my mom spent her last money that she had on a light bill on my shoes so I could play a game.
These niggas out in Serbia playing basketball in the snow.
Right, but I'm saying compared to the Ja Morants of the world and the you see what I'm saying, the Shea Hill, like the what Kenyon Martin's son and all, like a lot of these guys are now they're just guys that are good at basketball, and that's not the same edge. It's a difference between a guy that's just good at basketball and a guy that just refuses to lose because all they had to play basketball to get a meal. They had to be good at basketball because if they got cut, that meant they would no longer be getting the food they was getting.
Luka be in Slovenia.
Like, right.
Fuck this shit. Like, nigga.
And that's the reality. All those guys are coming from places like that now. These guys are still coming from poor Venetian ghettos, you see what I'm saying? They're still coming from these areas now. They're still just trying to make it to the NBA to get, like, so they're still in that era while a lot of these other guys, they done cooled off. Like, they're like I said, they're still good.
Yeah.
And the height and stuff is still there because they're still Hall of Famers and stuff, sons and stuff. So they're getting the height, they're getting these things, but they're not getting that same fight. And that fight is very important.
And at first, they wasn't the high draft picks. Like, if you look at, like, Jokic and Giannis, like, they was just some niggas that got drafted from overseas. But then, once niggas realized who they was, it was like, oh, shit. Like, this nigga was the 46th pick or whatever pick they was. Like,
that's what I'm saying. These are guys that are just fighting for a spot to be able to be speculated on.
Now you watch the draft the last couple years, I've been like, I don't know who this nigga is because he coming from France or some shit. And it's like, I ain't never seen a France game before. Like, I might have watched them niggas in the Olympics, but he might not have been on the team. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. These niggas are being speculated on. So a lot of these guys, they still fighting for whatever it takes to even get there. They're not just getting the nod. A lot of these guys, bro, Bronny. See what I'm saying? Like how you expect Bronny to have the same dog as Iverson? Bronny literally was chauffeured to the NBA. Literally.
that nigga was probably chauffeured to school.
No.
Too.
No,
I mean, that
for sure. No, but I'm saying, understand what I'm saying. I'm saying,
no, I'm getting what
Bronny
you're saying.
was,
Like, when
from the school he went to where he was chauffeured,
Iverson
he went
walked
straight to
3 miles to school in the snow in Virginia.
Like he went to USC 1 year. Boom. Next year he in the NBA because his daddy say so. Right? You compare that to Iverson, who fighting charges, damn near didn't get in the league, damn near didn't get to play basketball, damn near like nigga, I'm going hard every game. And hard as you can't even understand.
I'm short as hell. Niggas underestimate me. Like, nigga, I really want to play football, but they ain't gonna let me do that for real. So I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna ball on y'all niggas every chance I get, cause that's probably he say it himself. Like, man, I really wanted to play football.
Right.
And this nigga on the court, tearing your ass up.
And it's nothing. That's what I'm saying. This shit be nothing.
Let me step over to Ron Lou real quick.
It be nothing.
That attitude, that edge, like, and we really only got a couple of them niggas left. Like, and Morant is like the ones that's left, but shit, you thinking ahead of before them, like shit, Westbrook maybe, like niggas that just really just want to go out every play and just be like, nigga, this is. Yeah, it's gonna be a bad game for the Americans, my nigga. Because we gonna have a couple young niggas out there, but because when you think about it, like the Olympics is getting closer. Like in the 90s, smashing all them niggas, 20, 30, 40 points, nigga, we blowing niggas out. Now, nigga, you go up against the Dominican Republic and you
and it's not so much. But again, bro, because again, you gotta remember, we get in every era. It's a different dude that's coming in, and they somebody's son, whether you know it or not. Even going back to Steph, because Steph probably the first generation of that I can recall where it was like we know for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Not one of them obscure niggas but your daddy was Bob Passion that played for the Boston Celtics for 2 years.
Yeah.
Not them niggas.
Then he went overseas.
Right. Not
had
them.
an illustrious career.
Right. Not them niggas. We talking about these niggas are known in the NBA. The Robert Ory's, the Vince Carters, you see what I'm saying? The Trevor Arizas of the NBA, the Steve Nashes. These people that for sure had, you see what I'm saying? Like their sons are now the names like Gary Payton Jr. Like you see what I'm saying? Like this is a commonality that these guys are here.
Yeah, Carmelo's son about to come up.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So we don't got that same. These guys that they're not playing it. They're just good at basketball. They're just naturally getting 6'8" worth of height, and they're good at basketball. But they don't have that tenacity you need in order to be the best because they don't care. This is just something. If they didn't make a basket, they were gonna get a trust fund worth $50 million.
Yeah, and I think now the NBA is kind of like catering to that shit because now, like with Jason Tatum and his son, they be showing them.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
So just in case the niggas come up, we already
got the footage. That's what I'm saying. So they're seeing the pipeline, just like I'm seeing the pipeline. You see what I'm saying? So it's one of them things where, hey, boom, you gonna have to get in where you fit in, or you don't get in at all. And that be that.
Yeah, because in a minute it's gonna be like, oh, your kid didn't make it to the league. You had a kid with the wrong chick.
Right, because it's so easy. It's so easy.
But I don't know. I might have to. If I gotta wait and see if they make some changes to the dunk contest before I put my deposit down.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I will wait. Period. Just because, again, you got to remember, bro. We in an era where a lot of these superstars, Sabonis, so like a lot of these guys are not from the Americas, nigga. These niggas are not.
The nigga from Houston, what's his name, Seguin or
right? That's what I'm saying. Pascal Siakam is not from the States. I'm just trying to get you to understand. Like a lot of these niggas on these teams are not from the States no more.
And they not supposed to be out here on that. We shooting from the half court.
These guys are no longer. These guys are no longer. They're not.
They got Lucas.
Right. They're not. Remember, you got to remember. Like this is actually everything in this shit is a story that makes sense because remember, a lot of these guys that became in the NBA are guys that had fathers that were in the 70s and 80s NBA that didn't make no money, that didn't really do nothing, where they fucked some broad in Detroit one time. She had a baby, kept it. Baby ended up being 6'8", never met the father. You know what I'm saying? Like these niggas, they're coming, so they're living home to home, sometime on people's couches, et cetera, just to get by. He remember all that when he, like, you see what I'm saying? These guys, they're just in the gym. Like like LaMelo Ball, like LiAngelo Ball, his career didn't have to make it. It was nice, but it wasn't a necessity.
Yeah, one out of the three had to be.
And they got
one
two
of
them, right?
I mean, Lonzo, he cool, but he be hurt all the time.
Two of them made it, so it's like there's no necessity there. They don't have that. They don't have that.
Yeah, they went to the same school that the NBA niggas in their school too.
Right, they met like when you look at them pictures, they show them pictures like Blake Griffin dunking and shit. A lot of the niggas in the NBA right now was already at them prep schools and stuff. The Tatums and the Jaylen Browns, all these niggas was there. Like, bro, it's fucking 4 niggas on Villanueva at fucking this in the NBA. Like this shit is.
And they was all on the same team at one point.
Right, you feel me? What else we got, man?
I did want to give a shout out to Bone and 3-6.
What happened?
They going out on tour together.
Finally, okay. They should have been doing.
Yeah.
They'd have missed so much money with all the fighting they've been doing. Ooh, we didn't miss so much money. So much money, bro. Like with all of the turmoil they didn't, bro. Think about both us and how many tours involving like other people. Those those legacy tours. All of that, right? It's been hard to get Busy Bone and Crazy Bone and all them.
And Crazy. He was dealing with some health issues for a little bit, but
Right.
he looked real healthy in the promo video that I seen him in. So if they come anywhere in Texas, even if they don't come here, nigga, if they go to Houston and they don't come up here, I'm going to Houston, nigga. I gotta see that show.
We definitely gotta go.
I gotta see that show.
We can do it.
If they up here, I'm definitely in for sure. Like 3-6 Mafia, like you could just name off their accolades individually. Like they probably one of the more like classical like groups, labels, or whatever you want to call it in hip hop history. Like I don't think nobody gets sampled more than them. I don't think nobody. When you get Juicy J on the feature, that nigga killing that shit. Project Pat is a legend on his own. Like the only thing that fucked up about it is Gangsta Boo not gonna be there. But outside of that, like if you get like all the Bone Thugs there with 3-6, like I think that might be one of the better shows that I probably would have ever been to, and I ain't even been yet. Because just like the hits that they would probably choose to perform, depending on how long the show is, like that set list got to be crazy, nigga, on both sides. So I don't care how much it is. I'm gonna make that a vlog. I promise you, nigga. As soon as the tickets is out, like.
We gonna do it. We gonna do it. No, the Bone Thugs and Harmony shit, I'm fucking with that. Like, all the way. Like I said, they had a lot of controversy between Twister and other people. I don't know, man. That shit just was crazy. So, I'm happy to see them doing anything together. Yeah. So, yeah, definitely that. We can do that for sure.
I want to know what type of venues they doing now. Like, that is... Because I ain't saying they could do, like... They could do pretty large spaces.
No, bro, you gotta remember, legacy tours, especially when they book the right artists with it, those are big money.
What's the one,
The Millennium Tour. That's what I'm thinking about. The Millennium Tour, you got the Cash Money Tour. You start doing them legacy
Yeah,
tours.
they could definitely do, like, the Dickies.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Or the Toyota shit.
Like, that's what I'm saying. These are legacy tours.
It's another one. It ain't... what is it? It ain't Trust. It's a bank name, but it's a performance venue. I forgot the name of that hoe, but they could do that hoe too. I definitely want to pull up. I'll keep you updated. I don't know if they released like the dates yet, but they announced the tour. Hopefully. It's shorter than the Chris Brown shit. Because that nigga bringing Bryson Tiller and Summer Walker with him.
Chris Brown's so big, it's crazy.
And that nigga set list is like 50 songs by himself.
I'm saying, that nigga's pause so big, it's crazy. Definitely. Like, that nigga's huge, bro. That nigga's huge. I can't even cap on him. That nigga.
You sure you want to do the that verses?
No, I still want to do the verses,
right.
But that shit is huge. No, we'll pause. That shit. I gotta do another one. I'm saying I already paused, but I'm saying no. Us not making no new music. That's the only thing that's stopping us. We had to do it then.
I think he dropped the project when he did the Super Bowl,
but he ain't did no new music. He ain't did no new music like that.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl was that, like 2 years ago?
Listen. Chris Brown just did residuals. So
Residuals is old, kinda.
Kind of now, but I'm
Cause his songs be popping back up.
yeah, no, I know.
Like
With the TikTok and all that. Yeah. What else we got?
all right, it is the messy part of the pod. You know what I'm saying? We could pretty much wrap it up with this one. But you know what I'm saying? Let's shake shit up. You said we gotta start some pod shit. So I know how niggas egos get. Top 3 I was gonna say podcasters, but like some of mine is like on the same pods. So I'm gonna say top 3 to top 5 pods. And I'm strictly here to piss niggas off with this
So
one.
you say you want my top 3 to top 5 podcasts?
Yeah. You want me to go first?
Yeah, because I don't do podcasts like that.
All right. Bet.
I don't look at podcasts actually. I just do
It was just a topic for me to
no, I know,
shake
but
some
I'm
shit.
saying I don't look at. I got enough. I think they do 5, but it ain't gonna be like controversial because I'm pretty much in that pocket.
We about to list our top 5 pods, and I'll go first. I'm gonna go with the Joe Budden pod. You know what I'm saying? That was the pod that got me interested in this shit, but the way it played out with them, I kind of lost interest for a little bit, and I'm just now starting to get back in now that he like building up the cast. Because when it was just him, Ice, and Ish, I was like, nah, this shit sucks. But you know what I'm saying? He done built a nice little cast around him, so he doing his thing. Number 4, I'm gonna run with Kev on stage and Tony Baker. You know what I'm saying? They got a pod together and then they do like separate pods. So they like Kev, he do like 3. And Tony, he do 2. So they kind of like introducing me to a lot of comedians, and like I think comedian podcast is like probably gonna be better than regular niggas podcast in a minute, because like the way them niggas like improv and shit like that.
I know, that's why I'm trying to get more funny clips and shit so these niggas know what it is. Who the other 3?
I'm gonna throw some women in there. I'm gonna go with Mandy and Wheezy. It used to be Horrible Decisions, but it's called Decisions now. Number 2. I really didn't think about that slot for real. Number 2. I'm gonna go with Underground Lounge. Spank Horton and Lou Williams. Like that one is pretty good. Like Spank, I think he not an underrated comedian, but like that nigga funny as fuck. And then Lou Williams, he be coming in and he be like, a lot of his stories just be like crazy as hell. So like no matter who they have on, like that nigga is, he a player. So you know what I'm saying, he hold it down. Like not only is he rich, but he let niggas know like, hey, I done had like 2 or 3 chicks at one time, like dating. Like that nigga, I guess his lifestyle is just.
I know what you mean.
And then number 1, I'm gonna go with Rory and Mal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go with Rory as like my favorite podcaster ever. You know what I'm saying? Mal, he stepped his game up ever since he left from Joe. You know what I'm saying? He gotta talk more. He not on his phone that much, so niggas can't complain about that shit. He done had some of the most viral clips over the last like year or so, just off like some of the shit that he be saying. And Damaris is, She up there. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So mine, I'm gonna go number one.
Are you starting from the top?
I'm just saying, done in no particular order. Five.
Mine was
my top 5 podcasts that I watch. I'm gonna say, It Is What It Is podcast with Killer Cam.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so shout out to them. That's me. I'm gonna say podcast. Damn, that shit hard for me. It Is What It Is. I feel like they go without saying. They understood. Boom, I'm gonna do that. Podcast. I'm gonna say the Sharp. I don't know, Jumper podcast. Love Sharp. So anything Sharp do, I'm gonna be a part of that. So that's number 2. Top 3. Let me see. I'm gonna go.
Oh, I forgot about AD shit.
I'm gonna go. 15 Minutes of Fame podcast. It's about battle rap. Battle rap podcast. I love their podcast. I hope they keep it up. So love them. They do battle rap reviews, battle rap, trivia, etc. Love their podcast. I'm gonna say podcast Neil deGrasse. No, not that. I'm gonna say My Expert Opinion podcast. Well, no, not no more. I don't like that no more. Is Vlad considered a podcast? No. Okay, Big Banks podcast. Big Facts podcast. That's number 2.
That's a good one.
And then Understanding the Universe with Neil deGrasse Tyson, the podcast, number 1. Shout out to my boy. Everybody else, fuck y'all.
Trash. No, I'm just playing. Right. I got a couple pods that I shout out while we cheersing up.
Do it like that right there.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how I want to do it. Listen, so we're going to do it like this. Port Podcast, episode 144. We ain't say your name, then we don't know your name. No, I'm just bullshitting. We love all y'all, but that's my top 5. But we going to beef with a couple of you niggas for sure. Listen to the Port Podcast, episode 144. The Rick Cole. Follow me on all platforms.
It's your boy Dubz 817.
Listen, we want y'all to like, subscribe, share, hit that Temu link, hit that motherfucking notification bell.
Leave them comments.
Leave them comments. Let us know how we look and let us know what's up. And as always, make sure you
pull up.
Pull up.
I'm planning my 5th for 150, man. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.